As the military continues her onslaught against the Boko Haram insurgency, several Nigerians who were held hostage by the sect have regained their freedom. However, this freedom comes with psychological and health challenges. My guest is the Executive Director of the United Nations Population Fund. Hello there, thank you for joining me on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke. Well, this is a new dispensation and many anticipate changes, especially when one remembers that almost three-quarters of those displaced by the Boko Haram insurgency are women and children. And of course, same figure can be attributed to those who regained their freedom after the military conquered the territory of the sect. Well, we will this week examine the health and psychological challenges of these group of people and how it has been addressed. But up ahead, we'll also take you through the gory stories of Nigerians who walked several miles and faced health challenges as they made their way back to Nigeria after escaping the Boko Haram insurgency. Take a listen. In the wake of the terrible spate of abduction by the terrorist group Boko Haram, hundreds of thousands of families and livelihoods have been wrecked and destroyed. Here at the heart of Yobe State, one of the troubled regions here in the northeast, traumatized families are still struggling with the pains of the terrorist attacks. Almost 1 week since the National Emergency Management Agency received 6,000 returnees from Niger Republic. Since then, the agency began the arduous task of documentation. Clearly, many of them were tired, hungry and sick, including women who gave birth in transit. The resilience by the returnees after the ordeal with the terrorist group naturally draws emotion, but not as much as the state of health of some of the children who have only managed to escape being killed.
Some of the younger ones, the women that have pregnant are delivered on the way, some of them die. And some of the little children die. The one that cannot be able to go, they die on the way. Even before you even take a transport from Bigimi to Difa, they are talking about 100,000 for one trip. You see? So all these things are going to see is that the Niger have already, the government of Niger, I'm going to say is the president, I don't know. But the president is that they have already dig a hole that they are just expecting we to fall, but God just help us. Because that 3 months they give to us, they're just expecting that 3 months they should level us down completely. But they see that the Boko Haram did not harm us, so they decide to say, okay, let everybody move with that empty-handed. Yes. Even a cows is important more than we human beings in Niger, because the way they treat us.
So far, NEMA says it has evacuated over 4,500 people from the transit camps.
The area is too hot. We decided to look for nearby bridges where we will be giving them in case of we wanted to use to treat diarrhea and other diseases. We have collaborated with the local government Red Cross section to please arrange for emergency latrine pits, which will be dug soon around these places so that they will not defecate around.
Some of the returnees, however, say they cannot go home as they are still recuperating in the hospital. Halima Ali, a mother of 2 who spoke to us, narrated her ordeal during an encounter with the Boko Haram sect.
Boko Haram sun kama gadira, suna harbi da soja, suna jefa wuta. To wannan yarinya tana hannun mu, bindiga da sun yi mun ce su ba mu ruwa mu sha, da sun sake bindiga aka shine mun yarda wannan yarinya a wurin wuta. Su ma soja din sun doka yarinya din kuma sun ba mu. To mun yi gudu mun haya mun je gigime. Sun ce kare mu shiga hanya ne ma mota yana sauke mu a jeji. Wayansu sun haifu hanya suna bari yaro ma. Wani ma sun suguna haka mata ta suguna kin zo kin daga zaki ga ta mutu baki a bude.
As some of the returnees remain in the hospital in Gaidam, Yobe State, the locals around and their vigilante group say they're not unmindful of the strategies of the terrorist group Boko Haram and would face them head on.